Hi boys and girls, it's Shane. I'm a landlord and I gave a deposit back to the tenants that stayed in this house a couple weeks ago on a video. And I did it prematurely, I believe. This is one of the reasons why landlords will sometimes wait maybe 30 days or 2 weeks before they give you a deposit back after you rent something. The best way to explain the mistake I made is to do it via video. My wife's in here working right now, so I'm gonna walk around with my flip-flops on in this house. Now, we allow pets in our homes, keep in mind. So we want people with pets to be able to stay with us, but sometimes this is something that we face, and you will see it in just a moment. We're only gonna walk for a few seconds. It's probably been 15 or 20 seconds so far. We'll maybe give it 45 seconds. And then we'll just examine and we'll see what's going on. So I'm just walking around the floor. I love refinishing hardwood floors and having nice floors. How you doing, babe?
It's not that bad.
I haven't walked in the kitchen yet. Let me walk around and see how many we find. Okay. This isn't gonna be nearly as bad as the one we had last year, I'm sure, but let's just take a look outside in the sunlight and see what happens. I can already feel it. So there we go. That's a flea. That one right there is a flea. So we've got fleas. I have to deal with insects quite often, and people ask me, how do you get rid of roaches or how do you get rid of fleas? Well, right now we have a flea problem. Sometimes we have to call professionals if it's really bad. But where I'm at, I guess I need to show you where I'm at. I'm at my local farmer's co-op. But you could go to a tractor supply company, an Atwood, something like that near you, and they're going to have similar products. So these places are going to sell a whole lot more products than your just regular hardware store would have. Since we're dealing with fleas, let's see if we can find what I'm looking for. Here it is. This works really good. It's the best thing I've found so far for fleas. If anybody has a recommendation, I'd love to know what might be better. These are really good for roaches, and a lot of times I'll put them in one of my properties before I rent it out, just to leave it there to help in case when the tenants first move in, they bring roaches in on the cardboard boxes, because that's one of the most common places they move is the boxes people use when they go to move in. Because when you look at a corrugated box, they have these holes, and roaches like to go inside there and hide or lay their eggs. So the boxes you get from a grocery store or something to help you, or just from sitting in your previously infested house can cause that. So now that I've gotten what I need, we need to go apply it according to the instructions to take care of the fleas. So before I spray, I shake the can up, I open all the cabinets and potential hiding places, and this has a downward pointed directional spray. I'm going to start by spraying within all of these areas. Then I'm going to cover the whole floor. This is easy. You can definitely do this. Oh, I didn't open these. Fleas will hide in all sorts of things. Last year we dealt with a much more severe flea infestation than this. We had a home that took 8 weeks to get rid of. So even though this treatment isn't very expensive, it can take a lot of time, and I won't be able to let a tenant occupy until I get this under control. So it's important that I stay on this, and I'm going to come and reapply this probably every 2 days, maybe 3 days, until I'm no longer getting bit when I'm in here. So now I've gone around the edges. I'm going to go through the middle of the floor. And every can of this cost me about $25, which isn't bad, but when you think of me going through probably 4 cans, that's $100, plus lost rent, plus my time that I'm not working on sanding floors or making another house better. Instead, I'm just here working on this. That's where the expense comes in. They say time is money, and you probably should do this while wearing shoes that aren't flip-flops. But these are my steel toe flip-flops, so I think they're going to be okay. There we go. Hopefully, that will be the first step in getting rid of our flea problem. And may it only take this one step, but I expect to at least have to do this 2 more times. I actually find fleas to be the hardest pest to take care of, much more difficult than roaches or some of the other easier pests.